Welcome back to Shop Time with Traxxas Mike. Today, we install a new spur gear on the Traxxas rally car. Let's go!
What's going on, everybody? Traxxas Mike coming at you. Last time I had this out at the skate park with the Max and the Rustler. This broke on me. Well, what the deal is, I already know what happened. I'm going to start tearing it apart. What happened was it landed so hard, and I got this big old 4S motor in there. It landed and it made the adjustment made the gear mass adjustment come out. And I gave it some gas after it landed. Zing! And it tore up that plastic pinion gear right away. And yep, my hunch was right. You can see it's all wore out right there. Then over here we have some teeth. But if I get it right there, there's hardly no teeth left. But luckily, I put a center diff in this thing, and up here on the wall, which you can't see, but I will pull them down in a second here. I have many spares. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this thing tore apart. I wonder if I can get this power tool in here. Looks like it. Yep. There. Sounds a little rough and gruff down in there. I was kind of thinking of going back to this guy anyways. Oh, the frickin' pins don't really fit in there very good. Okay. And it looks like I need to take out these two on the top here. And one more down here in the corner. Oh, two more. One here and one on the other side as well. We got a couple more bolts down here. These two right here. I need to take these two out here as well. Yeah. Then the whole rear end comes off like that. Then you also got to take the one out of the dry shaft, or at least loosen it up. Okay. Now, we had a 50 tooth on here. The bigger the gear on the back side, the slower it's going to go. So the 54 would make it a little slower. Then there's the 52, and then a 50. Okay. I think I'm going to stick with the 50. The center diff is still working just fine. And it only goes one way. See, it's got the little recessed areas. So it can click up in there. Inspect your bearings. That one seems good. Alright, that sounds kind of rough. So guess what? I got another one to put in there. That's a little bit longer. That one is not going to fit. Well, it looks like we're going to tear this one apart and find out what's going on with it. Alright, so I'm going to tear, I took this motor mount and the spur gear off in it. And then I'm going to start by taking the 3 screws out of the back side. And as you can see, it needed a little bit of work anyways. See, I got bare wires showing. And see, that one is starting to show a little bit right there too. So if those two touched, that could fry my ESC or the motor or whatever. Okay, we got those 3 out. Let's see if we can get a screwdriver in here a little bit. Make sure not to lose these little brass guys. Okay, what was going on? See, some of the windings starting to come apart in here. It's getting all dirty and stuff. It's because of what I run this thing in. I shouldn't run it the way I do. But I already vowed to myself I'm going to try to keep this one out of the sand and stuff now. I'm going to make it more of an on-road vehicle. Because I think I'm going to put that audio kit that I got sent to me in the care packages. Going to put that in this bad boy. And just make it like an on-road, on-track type of vehicle. You know, make light dirt, but not running it through the gravel pits to where when I'm done, this whole thing is full of dirt. Like, I don't need to do that with it anymore. Okay, so basically, you just kind of clean this up. Starting fluid, brake clean, whatever you got. All right, we got it all cleaned out. Now, it ain't going to turn easy or sound the best when it's just sat in there. You need to get this end bell on so it can line up in the shaft can line the sit in the bearing and line the rotor up just so. There. That sounds so much better. Not perfect, but this motor is at least 10 years old. So now I want to put these little tiny screws back in the end bell here. This works good for getting the screw holes lined up. There we go. Now they're lined up. It's nice to have magnetic tips when you're working with tiny little screws like this. Instead of finger fudging around down in here, you can just go and grab it. Because it's kind of hard to pick them little ones up when you got big fat boy calloused fingers like myself. All right. Now, I was mentioning them being exposed. Let's go ahead and take care of that. I'm going to cut this old little piece of shrink wrap. Probably was original from factory. Oh, yeah. Every one. Wow, that was so close to touching. Every one of these had bare wires showing. Wow, wow, wow. All right, let's get some shrink wrap. All right, well, we got a big old bag of shrink wrap. Check it out. I'm using it already. Okay, so yes, I know these are red, and all these are different colors, but I'm just going to put red on all of them because you can just switch them around if it's running in reverse and get it back to where it's supposed to be. So, all right, going to slide that guy all the way down over there as far as I can. Just like so. And get all the bends out of the wire, because then it allows this to slide down way nice and easy. This one's got a little crook in it still. Put this last piece over that. Okay, how does that look? We got this little butane torch here. Okay, looks beautiful, guys. Couple more motor mount screws here, or whatever you want to call this. Not a motor mount, but rear brace or something like that. Okay, and then this whole back side comes in. You gotta spin it until it lines up because it's got a flat on the shaft. A flat on the shaft that lines up with a flat inside there. Boom, right on in. The longer two of the button heads go on the top part of the mount. Then the shorter two go on the bottom. Just like that. Don't tighten her up until you find out where it lines up. If it was way in like this, it would be, you know, not lined up good. So you want to slide it out to where the gears are fully touching, just like that. There we go. That did it. It's time to set the gear mesh. Okay, get it almost tight. It's kind of hard. I can't really show you this because it's so tight. Okay, it don't sound too tight. It sounds just right. Put the gear cover on, keep stones and sticks and whatever out of there. Hopefully we won't have no sticks and crap in there anymore, but on a dirt track you can still get some small stones in there. I'm just not going to run this in the gravel pit and stuff anymore. Try to conserve it a little bit, because like I said, I want to put that onboard audio kit in this thing. Alright, them are together. Let's give it a test. Oh, when I give it gas, it wants to go backwards. So, take and reverse any two. Usually that will solve your problem. Yep, that looks about good, guys. Sometimes I even go by sound. When it sounds like this, when you can hold this gear and take this one and move it, and it just makes a tiny little click. Now some people may disagree. I don't know. That's how I tend to do it. If I can't do it the correct way. Okay, now the rally's ready to go out and rip. I'll see you later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you later.